There's a few frost giants, but nothing you don't see on your normal everyday commute. I'm just trying to lane split, bro. It's safer. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dork Side. That's right, Dork in the Road coming at you here with a new series. You may notice that I'm not sitting atop a motorcycle at this point in my life. In fact, I'm sitting at my computer, ready to take you through the first entry in what I like to call my MotovlogGaming Series, where we explore the environments of various video games, utilizing whatever transportation is available that is most motorcycle-like. So, this game that you're looking at right now is one of my favorites. It's called Marvel Heroes. It is a Diablo clone, you might say, an action RPG, isometric style with 50-plus heroes, all of whom are super awesome and from the Marvel Universe. You're not here to hear me talk about the game. You're here to watch me ride around on a motorcycle. So we're using Black Widow here, and as luck would have it, every hero has a travel power that becomes unlocked at level 10, and Black Widow's just happens to be a sweet black electric-sounding motorcycle. So we could ride around on this motorcycle. I mean, that's pretty sweet. But I think we can do better. What do you think Wolverine has? Do you think he just, like, rides around on a giant lizard or something like Obi-Wan in Episode 2? I bet you that's a Harley, if anything. And that's kind of cool. I mean, it's pretty sweet if you zoom in, but I think we can do better. I think we need to switch to one of my favorite characters, my man Deadpool, because he has what is, without a doubt, the coolest motorcycle ride in the entire game. That's right. It's a sweet pink Vespa. You can't go wrong with that, right? So, we are here in Hell's Kitchen, which you might recognize from Daredevil and Spider-Man and various other New York-based comic books and movies. And we're just riding around the streets checking out what's going on. This is a low-level zone in Marvel Heroes. You might see some of the enemies are about level 4. There's some players around here. That guy was level 16. These guys, there's some bosses. So we're just cruising around the streets, seeing what's going on. There's a taco truck. Oh, it exploded. Yeah, that'll happen. This Vespa is somewhat indestructible, apparently. That's my buddy Jubilee just tagging along, throwing, magic lightning at people. This is a little bit of a devastated area. I think this is where the Rhino just ran through and took care of some business. So, this is Hell's Kitchen. It's pretty sweet, but not the sweetest zone in the game. Let's check out the Upper East Side, home to Wilson Fisk. So, it's a little bit brighter scenery, but same thing going on. Basically, everywhere you go, in every zone is just filled with villains and bad guys waiting to ruin your life. So here's a bunch of more destructible cars. There's many bosses running around. This zone's got a giant mole dude that comes out and attacks people. There's a Storm. She's just chilling. No big deal. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get my motovlog on. Yep. Got some more mole man. Here's some sort of fire path. That's terrifying. Looks like we got an event going on. That's cool. Some more moloids. It's don't mind me, moloids. Just Vespa-ing. Oh, my engine appears to be not running. Sounds like I'm riding an electric scooter. Doomstadt's pretty sweet. So this is in Latveria. And as you know, fun is not allowed in Latveria, so probably the locals will be quite upset with Deadpool for riding around on his Vespa. This is the ancient European kingdom of Latveria. They have a dictator by the name of Victor Von Doom, maybe you've heard of him. And he apparently enforces constant martial law through the use of various robots, which you can see running around the zone. So that's not terrifying at all. And they just teleport in at will, and, Doom's got some excellent statues of himself, just in case you weren't sure who's in charge and what he looked like. Just robots everywhere, man. He must save a ton on personnel costs. This is a sweet drawbridge. Oh, here's the inner village. Yeah. See? This is classic Bavarian architecture. Many trees, lots of bad dudes trying to shoot you in the face. And, of course, giant lizard monster cat statues. Yep, those are great. Anyway, continuing. I mean, we're not here to stop and look at things. We're here to ride our bike and see where we can end up. Hightown. That's a pretty sweet patrol zone. It's always got a ton of bosses running around. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of opportunities to pick up some upgrades for our scooter. Maybe get a sweet turbo or something like that. And then there are patrol zones, which are just basically never-ending boss fests. and Hightown is the newest one that was introduced last year. So I'll just blaze around and give you a chance to look at the city. But bosses spawn in and out, and you know it's a loot treadmill like Diablo, like these types of games. And so the whole point is to pick up a lot of loot and constantly upgrade your character. And the best way to do that is by killing tons and tons and tons of bad guys. So if you stay in a zone like this and just make your way from boss to boss to boss, you get a ton of loot because you're just constantly killing bosses and they're constantly spawning. So that's Kingpin right there. Yeah, he literally killed me in that one hit. They just made a bunch of changes to the game, and I haven't had a chance to respec my guy or look at the gear, so it's not as tough as it used to be. But that's okay, because we're not here to fight Kingpin. We're not here to fight crime. We're not here to stop people from doing what they shouldn't be doing. We're just going for a joyride and checking out the scenery, checking out this sweet cop car on this awesome Lamborghini, and trying not to get too close because they seem to explode instantly when we do. So there's a few ninjas kicking it. Also some scroll. You know, sometimes you go, it's a big city. There's a couple aliens with big blaster rifles kicking around. It happens. Up here is my boy Crossbones. You might remember watching him explode in Civil War. That was exciting. And then down south, there happens to be probably the best attraction in town, an H&B game center. That's right, Hulk and Buster's game center. And inside, you can bowl. But we're not here to bowl. We're here to ride. So we're going to keep riding, checking out the city. Few more mafia thugs. We got some serpents. Serpents are a real problem. It's too bad. It happens to the best of it. Oh, yep, and see the engine's just cutting out again. It's just too much pressure. So as we coast silently along through the city, we can take a look up north here in Hightown and see the swankiest hotel in town, the Sovereign Hotel. Yes, where the busboys have to be very careful because the luggage carts just explode if you come near them, as you can see. Quite interesting. Yes. So probably you want to take care of your own bags if you stay at the Sovereign. Just a piece of advice. Check out my favorite, which is Midtown Manhattan. It looks a lot like the story zone we were in before, but this is a patrol zone called Midtown Patrol. And just loaded with awesome bad guys. But better than the bad guys and the constant boss spawns is some of my favorite residents of the entire game. And we'll just Vespa on over to them, see if they're still doing their thing. Ah, man, they're not here right now. Typically, if you come back at the right time, in this little section of park, there's about 18 dudes just doing calisthenics all the time. You got lava men over here. You got a giant spider slayer bot. Here's a Moloid from underground. You got some Ultron robots and some Latverian bots over here. They don't care, though. They just do jumping jacks because physical fitness is important. Even in the midst of an alien invasion, you should take the time to do your daily exercises. Some demons, you know, no big deal. It's just typical New York stuff. Hot dog carts, my boy Colossus. What's up, Colossus? Like I said, it's basically your average Manhattan commute at all times here in Midtown. So that's there's one more patrol zone, and it's called Industry City, and it's got more of a waterfront type feel to it. And by waterfront, I don't mean like lovely coastal property. I mean like where you load crap on a cargo ship and send it overseas. Raid zones are not exactly Vespa friendly, so as much as I'd like to Vespa through Muspelheim, I don't think that's going to happen today. And it's just not the scooter friendliest place. You can actually go aboard the cargo ship if you like. It's pretty sweet. There's a bunch of angry serpents, and oh, there's my boy No Good Alex Williams always hanging out here doing some graffiti, which is probably the worst crime. I mean, we got people murdering over here, people shipping in, making genetically engineered dinosaurs. We got AIM with giant robots with huge hammers, but the graffiti guy, he's got to go. Oh, ninja's off my motorcycle. If I had a nickel for every time that happened to me, I swear. Oh man, it's taco time. What kind of truck is this? The PBJ Attack. That's my kind of food truck. So that's a whirlwind tour of the world of Marvel heroes. Nothing like seeing the world from the back of a Vespa. And if you like this video, please feel free to toss a like down at the bottom. Maybe subscribe. We'll have some gaming content and some actual motorcycling content, as you can see from our other videos. If there are games that you think we should motorcycle our way through in the future, maybe leave that in a comment. And I just want to say thanks for watching. And until I see you again, don't forget to be excellent to each other.
Excellent!